Neisseria gonorrhea, the bacteria responsible for gonorrhea infections, has spread vigorously in recent years, becoming the second most common sexually transmitted infection, STI, in the world, with 700,000 cases reported in 2023 in the US alone, a 28% increase in cases since 2017. This exclusive interview with a prominent member of the species explores the history of this STI and keys to its surprising success as one of the top antibiotic-resistant bacteria in the world. Thank you for joining us today. For our viewers who may not be aware, you are a particularly prominent member of your species and have cornered important parts of the STI market. Would you share with us how you first got started in the industry?
My first gig was at my local college campus. I'm sure you understand that anywhere young adults congregate is prime real estate for a STI. Since then, I've spread my business throughout other campuses and hotspots, such as popular vacation destinations.
What do you think has been key to your species finding their niche in the STI space?
Most of us STIs know about the hotspots, spring break on a Florida beach, for example. But my company specializes in invisibility. With gonorrhea, a human host could carry us for months without any symptoms, thus passing us on to our next host, unwittingly. Our real secret weapon is our ability to fly under the radar of testing for about 14 days after infection. So, a host could be tested during those 2 weeks, come away negative, and without any symptoms, have no idea they are a carrier. It really is a game changer.
Is it common to have no symptoms?
Yes. About 1 in 10 men and 5 in 10 women will not present any symptoms.
What's something you or your team have achieved that you're really proud of?
Back in the early 2000s, when multiple antibiotics still had the ability to destroy my company, my own host presented symptoms after I'd gone undetected for months. He went in for treatment and received antibiotics. They should have killed me, but the stress on my DNA was just enough to trigger an evolution, and I developed resistance to the antibiotic. I lived. Other gonorrhea bacteria around me did not have my success, and in that moment between life and death, I knew I had something special, something big. I launched my business soon after, and have been selling my evolved genes ever since. I've been able to invest in other resistance genes, snapping them up quick before the competition gets its hands on them. Currently, my business can boast resistance genes to every single antibiotic that once were effective killing agents against gonorrhea, save one. No other bacteria have achieved my success.
Gonorrhea is no laughing matter. It can cause humans serious pain and, untreated, can move into the reproductive tract and lead to increased risk of ectopic pregnancy and reduced fertility. How is it humans haven't done more to prevent your rise, with such success already under your belt?
For the rapidly decreasing human defenses against us, well, I can't take credit for that. It is a human societal problem. Their antibiotics can take a decade to discover and cost up to $1 billion to develop. But as long as humans have one last defense against us, however threatened it is, most will remain ignorant of the crisis until they show up with an infection to their doctor, and all the antibiotics in the world can't cure them.
What's your company's 15-year plan?
Our goal is a joint effort, collaborating with other bacterial, viral, and fungal companies to reach the goal of killing 10 million humans a year by 2050 and burdening the human economy by almost $100 trillion a year. And that's not even accounting for the devastation such death and financial strain will have on their societies. For my personal company, our aim is to develop resistance to the last antibiotic standing between us and long, painful lives in our human hosts. Imagine the scope of such a success. Nothing stopping our spread but safer sex practices and antibiotic stewardship.